Welcome back to the deep dive you've all been waiting for, the ultimate investigative journey into the shadows of the K-pop industry, where the lights are bright but the secrets are even darker. We are talking about the golden Maknae himself, the man who breaks the internet just by breathing, BTS's Jungkook. For years, the global fandom has been a whirlwind of theories, blurry paparazzi shots, and detective armies scouring every frame of a live stream for a stray hair tie or a suspicious reflection in a soup spoon. But today, we're pushing past the surface-level fluff. Are we looking at mere coincidences, or is there a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the most guarded romances in Hallyu history? From high-profile idols to mysterious non-celebrity figures, the rumors have been relentless, but one name has recently sent shockwaves through the community: aespa's Winter. Is Winkook just a fan-made fantasy, or have we finally stumbled upon the evidence that confirms the impossible? Why did certain schedules suddenly align? What's the real story behind those matching couple items that the agencies refuse to comment on? We've compiled the most compelling, heart-racing, and controversial connections that have kept fans up until 4 a.m. Are you ready to question everything you thought you knew about Jungkook's private life? Buckle up, because we're counting down the hidden chapters of a love story that was never meant to be told. Who is truly holding the key to his heart, and which of these 7 names will leave you absolutely breathless? Let's dive into the mystery. Number 7. Jungkook and Lee Yubi. The persistent whispers of the secret loft. The world of K-pop isn't just about the music, it's a high-stakes game of hide-and-seek played across social media platforms and luxury Seoul apartments. And nowhere is this more evident than in the long-standing, buzzing rumors surrounding Jungkook and actress Lee Yubi. Now, before you dismiss this as just another internet reach, we have to look at the sheer atmospheric weight of the evidence that began circulating in late 2021 and refused to die down even through 2023. Imagine the scene. A quiet, high-end neighborhood where the elite hide from the flashing bulbs of the dispatch cameras. It started with subtle Lovistagram clues, those digital footprints that idols think are invisible but are actually neon signs for dedicated fans. We're talking about matching bracelets that weren't just generic jewelry, but specific luxury pieces that appeared on both their wrists during separate, seemingly unrelated events. But the rabbit hole goes deeper than fashion. Rumors swirled about a shared interest in Maknae, a character that appeared in their social media orbit, leading fans to wonder if this was a coded language for a private bond. Investigative netizens even pointed toward a specific purple sweatshirt, a color synonymous with BTS that Lee Yubi wore, which some claimed belonged to the golden Maknae himself. The atmosphere grew even more intense when a YouTuber claimed that the two had been dating since 2018, citing insider knowledge of them being spotted together at various low-key spots. Reflection on this is bittersweet. It highlights the immense pressure Jungkook faces, where even a friendship with an actress is scrutinized under a microscope. Think about the emotional toll having to navigate a potential romance while the entire world watches your every like and follow. While both Big Hit Music and Lee Yubi's agency issued firm denials, labeling the rumors as groundless, the persistence of the narrative tells a different story. Was the denial a shield to protect a fragile, blooming relationship? Or was it a necessary wall to stop a tidal wave of fan backlash? When we look at the facts, we see 2 young, successful individuals who share a similar vibe: edgy, artistic, and fiercely private. The detail that really sets the imagination on fire is the reported overlap in their social circles, suggesting they move in the same elite spaces where secrets are the primary currency. Could Jungkook have found comfort in someone slightly older? Someone who understands the grueling demands of the entertainment industry? As we analyze the timeline, the evidence feels like a mosaic, small, fragmented pieces that don't make sense alone, but when viewed from a distance, suggest a hidden picture of companionship. This isn't just about who is dating whom. It's a reflection of our collective obsession with the human side of our idols. We want them to be happy, but we also want to be the ones they share that happiness with. The Lee Yubi chapter remains one of the most debated secret chronicles in Jungkook's history because it feels grounded in a reality that is just out of reach. Is it possible that the firm denials were the ultimate proof of how serious things actually were? As we move up this list, the connections only get more intense, the evidence more visual, and the stakes significantly higher. If Lee Yubi was the spark that started the fire, who is the one currently fanning the flames? Stay tuned, because this is just the beginning of our journey into the heart of the world's biggest pop star. Number 6. Jungkook and Nayeon, the legend of the bunny couple smiles. Moving up to number 6, we are diving into one of the most classic, long-standing ships in K-pop history that fans affectionately call Jungkook. This isn't just a random pairing, it's a connection built on years of subtle, blink and you'll miss it interactions that have kept the internet buzzing since the mid-2010s. When you think of Jungkook and Twice's Nayeon, the first thing that comes to mind is their striking similarity. Both are the center energy of their groups, both have those iconic bunny-like smiles, and both possess a stage presence that is second to none. But the rumors go far beyond just looking good together. The atmosphere of suspicion reached a fever pitch during the Idol Star Athletics Championships, ISAC, a legendary breeding ground for idol romances. Eagle-eyed fans caught Jungkook's unusual behavior whenever Nayeon was nearby. He was seen cheering with an almost localized intensity during her wrestling match, jumping for joy when she won, only to quickly compose himself as if remembering the cameras were watching. It's that split-second transition from pure, unadulterated excitement to idol mode that feels so raw and real. Then there are the clues hidden in plain sight, like the time Nayeon mentioned her sleeping habits, revealing she sang BTS's Fire in her sleep, or her frequent references to BTS songs like Blood, Sweat, and Tears during interviews. In the world of K-pop, where every word is scripted, these spontaneous mentions feel like a bridge being built in private. Netizens even pointed out matching items, from subtle jewelry to similar fashion choices, that seemed too synchronized to be a coincidence. But let's reflect on the emotional weight of this, being part of the two biggest groups on the planet, BTS and Twice, means any real connection would have to be buried under layers of secrecy and corporate protection. Imagine the stolen glances at award shows like Mama, where they are seated just meters apart, forced to act like strangers while the fans analyze every millimeter of their eye contact. Is it possible that their bunny couple status was more than just a fan edit? While some dismiss it as a case of two friendly rivals respecting each other's craft, the sheer volume of coincidences over nearly a decade makes you wonder if there was once a flickering flame that the industry simply couldn't allow to burn bright. The detail that really lingers is how Jungkook, usually shy around female idols, always seemed remarkably comfortable and attentive whenever Twice was in the frame. Was Nayeon the one who helped the shy golden Maknae break out of his shell during those early high-pressure years of fame? As we look back, the Jungkook era feels like a beautiful, unconfirmed what-if that continues to haunt the fandom's imagination. But if you think the rabbit hole ends with a bunny smile, you aren't prepared for the storm that's coming next. Number 5. Jungkook and Sana, the banana milk encounters and the golden glow. We are moving deeper into the Twice BTS crossover territory, but this time, the energy is completely different, more electric, more mysterious, and filled with the kind of coincidences that make even the most skeptical fans pause. When we talk about Jungkook and Sana, we aren't just talking about two idols. We are talking about two of the most charismatic visual powerhouses in the industry. The Jungkook theory didn't just appear out of nowhere. It solidified during a specific era where their paths seemed to cross with a frequency that felt almost intentional. Think back to the time Jungkook and Sana were co-hosts on Music Core. The chemistry wasn't just professional, it was palpable. Fans noticed the way Jungkook, who is famously known for his shy boy persona around women, seemed unusually vibrant, even playful, while standing next to Sana. But the detail that sent the internet into a total meltdown involves something as simple as banana milk. It's Jungkook's favorite drink, a well-known fact within the ARMY fandom. But when Sana posted about her own love for the drink or was seen with it in ways that seemed to mirror Jungkook's own habits, the clues began to pile up. Then, there's the infamous snack incident. During a broadcast, Sana was seen eating a specific snack that Jungkook had also recently been spotted with. And while that might sound like a reach to an outsider, in the world of K-pop shipping, these are the digital breadcrumbs that lead to the truth. We have to reflect on the emotional atmosphere here. Sana is known for her no Sana no life bubbly personality, the kind of warmth that could easily melt the defenses of someone as hardworking and pressured as Jungkook. Imagine the two of them, both foreign to the extreme levels of global fame they were achieving, finding a sense of normalcy in each other's presence. There were reports of them being spotted at the same specialized gym, and while Seoul is a small city for celebrities, the timing was always just a bit too perfect. Fans even analyzed their ideal types, noting how Jungkook's description of someone healthy with pretty legs and a smart mind seemed to fit Sana like a glove, while Sana's preference for someone who treats her well and works hard pointed directly at the golden Maknae's legendary work ethic. The most haunting part of this connection is the silence. Unlike other rumors that get aggressive denials, the Sana and Jungkook whispers often exist in a space of quiet respect, as if the agencies are waiting for the fire to burn out on its own. Was there a secret V-Live code being used? Some fans swear that certain hand gestures and phrases used by both stars were actually "I love you" signals, meant for only one person to understand. As we look at the facts, the Jungkook ship represents a time of peak K-pop mystery, a time when a simple smile shared on a music show stage could launch 1,000 investigations. Is it possible that beneath the bright lights of the stage, a genuine affection was blooming, hidden behind the shield of a shared hosting gig? This point challenges us to look beyond the surface. If these two were indeed a thing, how many other official schedules were actually elaborate cover-ups for secret dates? The mystery deepens, and as we head into the top 4, the names get even more shocking, and the evidence becomes impossible to ignore. Number 4, Jungkook and Lisa, the global power couple's shadow games. Stepping into the top 4, we are entering the territory of the unstoppable force meets the immovable object. We are talking about the most powerful, most debated, and most visually explosive ship in the entire history of modern music, Jungkook. This isn't just a rumor, it's a cultural phenomenon that has spawned millions of fan edits, deep dive investigations, and a level of scrutiny that would make a secret agent sweat. Jungkook and Blackpink's Lisa represent the absolute pinnacle of global stardom, the golden Maknae and the Thai princess, whose every move sends tremors through the stock market. But beneath the surface of their massive fame, fans have spent years piecing together a puzzle of secret evidence that feels like it's straight out of a high-stakes romance novel. The atmosphere surrounding these two is thick with tension because they are the forbidden fruit. The two biggest groups, BTS and Blackpink, are often painted as rivals, making any connection between them a total taboo. However, the clues are as bold as their stage presence. It started with the legendary award show glances. During events like the SBS Gayo Daejun, fans noticed Jungkook's eyes repeatedly drifting toward the Blackpink seating area, capturing moments where his face lit up or he'd shyly look away the second Lisa's group was mentioned. Then there's the Celine and luxury connection. Both move in the most elite fashion circles, often being in the same cities like Paris or Milan at the exact same time for work. But was it always just work? Netizens went wild when they spotted what appeared to be matching couple rings and Celine items that seemed to appear in their respective posts in a synchronized fashion. Even more shocking was the bodyguard theory. Eagle-eyed fans claimed to have seen the same high-level security detail protecting both idols during private transit, leading to whispers that their agencies were sharing resources to keep a secret meeting under wraps. The detail that really adds fuel to the fire is their shared 97-liner friendship group. They both belong to that elite circle of idols born in 1997, giving them the perfect cover to hang out in private settings without raising immediate alarms. Reflect on the emotional reality here. How lonely must it be at the top of the world? It only makes sense that they would find solace in each other, someone who understands the weight of being a global icon, the exhaustion of world tours, and the impossibility of a normal life. Some fans even pointed to Lisa's solo lyrics, searching for hidden messages that might refer to a golden love, while Jungkook's own song recommendations often feature tracks about longing and distance that align perfectly with Lisa's busy international schedule. The intensity of this ship is so great that even when Lisa was linked to other high-profile figures, the Jungkook loyalists remained unshaken, citing protective decoys used by the industry. Is it possible that the most famous rivalry in K-pop is actually the world's greatest smokescreen for its most powerful romance? Think about it, if they were actually dating, the sheer impact would break the internet permanently. As we look at the facts, the Jungkook chapter is a masterpiece of mystery, a story told in the margins of award show footage and luxury brand events. But if you think the power of Lisa is as intense as it gets, wait until we hit the top 3, where the evidence moves from maybe to confirmed in the eyes of many. The stakes are rising, the names are getting closer to home, and the Winkook evidence is just around the corner. Are you ready to see who stands between the golden Maknae and his final most controversial connection? Number 3. Jungkook and Rosé, the artistic soulmates and the New York mystery. We have officially entered the top 3, and the atmosphere is getting heavy with a different kind of energy, one that feels less like a pop culture collision and more like a meeting of two deeply artistic souls. When we talk about Jungkook and Blackpink's Rosé, we are entering the realm of Rosekook, a ship that has recently evolved from fan fiction fantasies into a full-blown investigative saga. The turning point? A series of evidence photos that surfaced in late 2023 and early 2024, allegedly showing the two together on the streets of New York. Imagine the scene, the city that never sleeps, two of the world's most recognizable faces trying to blend into the shadows of the Big Apple. While skeptics were quick to point out that the main viral photo was a clever edit combining a shot of Rosé with Talia Ryder and a separate photo of Jungkook, the fire had already been lit. But why did people believe it so easily? It's because the contextual clues were almost too perfect. Both idols were in New York at the same time for major individual schedules, and fans began tracking their movements with surgical precision. They noticed that Jungkook and Rosé seemed to share an identical taste in mood, both frequently posting black and white aesthetics, leaning into that melancholic, rockstar chic vibe that sets them apart from their peers. Reflection on this connection feels different because it's rooted in their shared musicality. Fans haven't forgotten how Jungkook's eyes seemed to linger during Rosé's legendary acoustic performances at award shows, or how he was caught smirking and vibing with an intensity that went beyond simple industry respect. Then came the matching items too. We aren't just talking about a generic ring. We are talking about specific, high-end, niche fashion brands that both started sporting within days of each other. The detail that really haunts the Rosekook believers is the Harry Styles concert incident. Both were confirmed to be at the same show in Seoul, and while they weren't pictured side by side, the Inner Circle report suggested they were part of the same VIP group, moving through the venue under a cloud of tight security. Think about the emotional weight of that. Two people who are constantly surrounded by millions of fans, finding a moment of shared normalcy in the middle of a crowd, hidden in plain sight. Some even point to Jungkook's recent live streams, where his song choices and subtle humming of certain melodies seem to echo Rosé's solo work or her unique vocal style. Is it a secret tribute? Or just a coincidence of musical taste? The Rosekook mystery is fueled by the idea that they are twin flames, the main vocalists of the world's biggest groups, carrying the same burden of expectation, finding a rare understanding in one another. Even as the Nye photo was debunked as a fake, the sheer volume of timing coincidences in 2024 and early 2025 has kept the flame alive. Was the fake photo a controlled leak to test the waters or just a fan's desperate wish? As we look at the facts, this connection feels like a slow-burn indie movie full of longing, shared art, and the kind of chemistry that doesn't need words. But if the artistic soulmates have you questioning everything, the next name on our list is going to take you to the edge of reality. We are approaching the final 2, and the evidence is about to get a lot more physical. Are you ready for the name that almost broke the K-pop internet? Number 2, Jungkook and IU, the eternal first love and the golden fanboy dream. Coming in at the penultimate spot, we have to talk about the most legendary, heartwarming, and persistent saga in Jungkook's entire life, the story of his eternal first love, IU. This isn't just a rumor, it's a narrative that has been written over a decade, starting from the moment a teenage Jungkook debuted and shyly confessed that IU was his absolute ideal type. The atmosphere around these two is purely cinematic. For years, fans have watched Jungkook evolve from a blushing fanboy who couldn't even make eye contact with her at award shows to a global superstar who now stands on the same level of prestige. But has it ever crossed over from admiration to a secret romance? The evidence is woven into the very fabric of Jungkook's career. We're talking about the countless times he's covered her songs, like Ending Scene, with such raw, gut-wrenching emotion that it felt less like a tribute and more like a private message. Reflection on this is deeply moving. Imagine having a crush on the nation's sweetheart while you are becoming the world's biggest icon. The clues became more intense during IU's The Golden Hour concert at Jamsil Stadium. Jungkook wasn't just there, he was spotted attending 2 days in a row, blending into the crowd with a bucket hat, but unable to hide that golden Maknae aura. Fans noted he stayed until the very end, cheering like his life depended on it. Then there are the matching symbols. Jungkook's solo album was titled Golden, a word that mirrors IU's legendary concert title, and his song Seven featured a funeral scene that many compared to the whimsical, storytelling style IU is famous for. But the detail that really hits home is the one and only factor. Despite being linked to many women, Jungkook has never wavered in his public respect for IU, creating a shield of loyalty that fans find both beautiful and suspicious. Could the reason Jungkook remained single for so long be because he was waiting for a chance with the woman who inspired him to become a singer in the first place? Even when IU confirmed her relationship with actor Lee Jong-suk, the cuckoo believers didn't stop. They analyzed Jungkook's subsequent sad song covers as a form of musical heartbreak. The stakes of this connection are purely emotional. It's the story of a dream that may have stayed a dream, or perhaps a secret friendship that grew into something the world wasn't ready to see. But as we look at this long history of devotion, a new shadow has emerged in 2025 and 2026. A shadow that is younger, sharper, and carries evidence so specific it has eclipsed even the legend of IU. Are you ready for the final reveal? The name that is currently setting the K-pop world on fire with confirmed evidence? Number 1. Jungkook and Winter, the Winkook secret tattoos, and the 2026 confirmation storm. We have reached the absolute summit, the ground zero of K-pop's most explosive and polarizing mystery that has redefined the meaning of secret dating in 2025 and 2026. This isn't just a rumor anymore. It's a full-scale cultural storm known as Winkook. The evidence surrounding Jungkook and aespa's Winter didn't just trickle out, it erupted with a level of detail that has left the global fandom in a state of shock and division. The atmosphere reached a breaking point in December 2025 when eagle-eyed netizens discovered what many consider the smoking gun, matching tattoos. We are talking about an identical design of 3 dog faces, placed in the exact same spot on the back of their arms. When Jungkook was spotted with this ink after his military release, and Winter was seen with the same mark, the internet didn't just buzz, it broke. The tension became so thick that during the 2025 Melon Music Awards, Winter appeared with her arm meticulously covered, a move fans interpreted as a desperate attempt to hide the truth after the couple tattoo went viral. But the rabbit hole goes even deeper into the digital realm. Fans analyzed Jungkook's curious new Instagram handle, @MNiJungkook, pointing out that if you swap the N and I, it spells Min Jungkook, a blatant fusion of Jungkook and Winter's real name, Kim Min Jong. Reflection on this is heavy with irony. The golden Maknae, who once used Im Jungkook, seemingly mirrored Winter's Im Winter handle before evolving it into a secret code. Then there are the schedules of coincidence. Jungkook allegedly being spotted at the Chrome Hearts Cafe near Yoyogi Stadium right when aespa was performing, and reports of him attending their Seoul Encore concert in early 2025. The evidence is a relentless bombardment, matching Ralph Lauren hats, identical Needles brand shorts, and even synchronized song recommendations like Novo Amor's Weather appearing on their stories just days apart. The emotional atmosphere turned dark in early 2026, when the silence from HYBE and SM Entertainment, usually so quick to deny rumors, was met with protest trucks outside their buildings, with some radical fans even demanding Jungkook leave the group. Think about the stakes. As BTS prepares for their massive 2026 OT7 comeback, this relationship has become the ultimate forbidden love. Is the silence from the agencies a never complain, never explain royal strategy? Or is it a silent admission that the most powerful couple in K-pop is finally real? The detail that haunts the most is a resurfaced clip of a man resembling Jungkook hugging a woman from behind, a video that sparked a wildfire of theories. As we stand in January 2026, the Winkook saga represents the collision of 2 eras, the legendary king of the 3rd generation and the rising queen of the 4th, finding each other in a world that demands they stay apart. Is this the end of the mystery, or just the beginning of a new golden era for them both? Disclaimer: this video is for entertainment purposes only. All information is based on fan speculation, media reports, and netizen analysis widely circulated in the public domain.